The bathrooms are too small. The bathroom feels like a closet.
I mean, the trip was very memorable, I thought.
Korea has like a very strong couple culture. It's very difficult to find like a restaurant when you want to eat alone.
안녕하세요, 권필쌤입니다. 여러분은 외국 여행 가서 이런 점은 한국이랑 달라서 불편하다 느낀 점 있었나요? 이번 영상에서는 한국을 방문한 외국인들이 한국의 어떤 점이 불편한가를 한번 물어봤습니다. 함께 보시죠.
What's your name?
My name is Billy. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Is there anything inconvenient about living in Korea?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The bathrooms are too small. Sometimes in apartment buildings, the bathroom feels like a closet. Usually our bathrooms are like a bathroom, like a room size or like half room size. Yeah, also another inconvenient thing is the weather sometimes. Because in California, the weather is not so cold and not humid. But Korea is really cold and really humid. So every year I die 2 times, winter and summer.
Okay. Melting and freezing.
Melting and then freezing, yeah.
Something inconvenient.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I eat out,
You know?
I like to eat, like sometimes I go alone, but I think Korea has like a very strong couple culture.
Yeah.
And like sharing culture. It's very difficult to find like a restaurant when you want to eat alone. So I think that's been like a shock. So if I go after school and no one can come with me and I have to eat alone, sometimes I can't get lunch of what I want to, but there's the options. So yeah.
Oh, really?
It was like a shock.
The map. So we have map.
Map?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
sometimes like the names of the places aren't exactly clear on where they are, you know. So
Yeah.
and the direction sometimes can be a bit off. Yeah. And also like opening closing times, you know, we find a bar or a cafe and we look on it and then we get there and it's closed because there's no open and close times on so many of these places. So, or the paying, you know, the travel cards, when you pay, you have to use cash.
Sometimes we didn't have cash and we had to then go and withdraw cash to then go back to the 7-Eleven to charge up the card.
Despite the inconvenience, what did you find the most memorable?
In Korea?
Yeah.
I think people are very, very friendly. Like, in general, I think it's easy to make friends here. I think even though I can't speak Korean very well yet, like, lots of people are very willing to help you. Lots of people are, like, very open to, receive and to get to meet other cultures. And lots of Koreans speak very good English.
The most memorable thing in Korea, I think, is just experiences that I have when I meet my friends. I remember Korean people more than I remember places in Korea or things I ate or things I did. So for me, visiting Korea is more like visiting Korean people. Just they live in Korea.
The food. I like chili. I like spicy food. So Korean food always ticks a box. Yeah, it's one of the things I look forward to every time I come here.
I mean, the DMZ trip was very memorable, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, going to the DMZ.
Yeah,
Because that's unique.
it's touristy for us to say it, but yeah, I think that was for me as well.
Something that changed about myself? That's a good question. I think, it's not just Korea, but I think the fact that you actually go to another country really opens your mind a lot. Like, when I was in Venezuela, I used to think that I used to take for granted things and like ways of thinking that I grew up thinking a certain way. And I was like, oh, this is just how it is because I always believed it and never questioned it. And then you go to the other side of the world and realize there's people that think differently. And that's not necessarily wrong, So it's like very interesting to actually learn from other countries and other cultures and get to open your mind and realize that what you've learned is not necessarily that's correct. And it's nice to, I think it's a very nice experience to be able to do that. So that's why I really love traveling and learning other languages. I think you can learn a lot from them and grow because of that.
Literally everything about me changed when I came to Korea. I became a more confident person because I have to use Korean and it's very difficult. And I learned to open my mind to experience different culture and try to understand more people. So I feel like a more well-rounded person after coming here.
이렇게 이번에는 외국인들이 느끼는 한국의 불편한 점과 그럼에도 불구하고 어떤 점이 좋은가를 알아봤는데요. 외국에선 흔하게 쓰는 것들이 우리나라에선 잘 되지 않아 불편하거나 문화에서 오는 차이로 불편함을 느끼는 것들을 알 수 있었습니다. 이번 영상은 여기서 마치고요. 외국인들에게 묻고 싶은 질문이 있다. 언제든지 댓글로 남겨주세요. 안녕!